Hi, I'm Terry Sampson. I'm going to tell you the unlikely story of a CD recorded in 1997 and at the time passed on by every label in Los Angeles. But it found a home at a record label 25 years later. Does that sound unlikely? It is unlikely. At 25 years old, this record is now old enough to vote, legally be served alcohol in bars, or buy property in any of the 50 states. Making this all possible is P-Vine Records of Japan. They will release this CD in July of 2021, so it's probably out by now. The question you might be wondering is, how the hell did this happen? Let me tell you. For starters, I moved to Los Angeles in 1981. I got a song in a big-time movie, and after that, song publishers would take my calls. I became a staff songwriter at Warner Brothers Music, and if you ran into me around that time, I may have looked just like this. Is that officially a mullet? I see some business in the front, and I'm not sure if that's a party in the back or maybe just a few people having coffee, but something's going on. I spent a lot of time in the 80s writing and recording songs and sending them to record companies or managers to try and get recording artists to record them, because I've always enjoyed regular meals. Meanwhile, artists began recording the songs that would end up on E Just E, like Al Jarreau, Vanessa Williams, Phil Perry, CeCe Winans, Cal David, Carl Anderson, Kathy Rice, Ted Neely, Jeff Majors, Kelly Price, Caitlin Lusk, The Persuasions, and Kenny Rogers. By the early 90s, I was here in what I call Radio Free Bessemer. In the 60s, singer and performer Pearl Bailey used to rehearse in this very room before going out on tour. So this has always been a music place, or if you live nearby, a noisy place. And since I had everything I needed to record a record, I did. And then nothing happened. For 25 years. Well, my hair lightened up. Nothing until a few months ago when people I didn't know sent me an email. It had a link to YouTube and underneath this single question, is this you? So I followed the link and I saw this. That is a cassette, one of the hundreds I sent out between 1988 and 1994. And now I hear the song Watching Where We Fall streaming out of YouTube, which I thought was hilarious. It seems a nice fellow named Cassette Collector had posted the song, and how lucky was I his parents had named him Cassette Collector. All those cassettes I sent out, I'm sure they'd been thrown away or made into mixtapes. All, apparently, except one. Jorgen Johansson and Michael Enstrom, scouts for P-Vine Records, found it online. Emails were exchanged, CDs were sent, and discussions about E Just E began. Then one day I was asked, do you want a record deal? And I thought, but I'm so young. Actually, I said, yes, please, because my mom taught me to be polite. In the end, here are the three things I know. Nobody's had more fun with a record deal than me. Second, a record deal at 62, God must have a sense of humor. And the third, the CD E Just E is now available at P-Vine Records. That's p-vine.jp. Type in my name, check it out, or just move on to the next silly video. That's the unlikely story. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.